Hello everyone, I'm Greg Luke, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 64 of Factorio with Angels and Bob's Mods, where we are trying to figure out what we want to do with Gerolite, where we want to process what, and so on. I am getting sort of excited to just do everything by train, I guess. And maybe that is what we should be doing. But how much stuff do we want to do locally here before bringing stuff out? I think we need to go back and look at this production pipeline. I think we can do everything up until sorting at least. So crushing and flotation stuff. Except that if we at some point want to add more levels of refining to this, it has to be done before sorting it. So that might be bad to do locally. So at some point we could start making crystals and sort those. We would then also get silver. Which we don't get now. But maybe we can do it locally in a way that we can still add more processing steps. How does that sound? Is that stupid? If we look at this. Let's just make a separate production line and let's clean up here a bit. Because this is done. This is empty. This we already did, right? No, we haven't done anything with the residuals yet, as far as I know. Because we needed this to get anything from it, and we need aluminium for that, which we are working on. Okay, so that is not done yet. Let's leave that. This is what we're working on. These we just have for the future. Okay. So I just want to see what happens if we add more processing steps. So if we want to end up sorting this, we don't really need to add a lot of inputs, it seems. So those 2 extra steps of refining just requires hydrofluoric acid as well. And that is all. I'm not sure if this just gives us bad ratios for what we want, like iron and aluminium. So how about we just do another one and see what happens if we just do crystals. Oh, I want crystal sorting, sorry. This. And I just want 10 of these again. So we don't get as much copper from this. Get the same amount of iron. We get slag from it, which we don't if we refine it fully. And we add tungsten and more crystals. And a little bit less crushed stone apparently. Even though we need more ore actually. That's a bit weird. Oh well, so that is something we can do. I think we can just set it up like we want it now, and then we can add more processing steps later then. Because it is just one fluid we need to add if we want to do everything basically. So if we want to do everything up to and including sorting, we just need to bring in purified water, it seems. Then we can put all these on a train and get them to the production area for now at least. And just put them on a ore bus. I think that sounds good. We do have some of this that we can just get rid of if we want to, or if we need it anywhere, we can do that. We need to get this in. These also need to be handled, of course. Don't actually know what you can do with this stuff yet. Get crystal dust. Or crystal slurry. Okay. That doesn't really sound too useful yet, but maybe that's just because I don't know what you can do with it. So this is just another recipe for crystal slurry, it seems. This though gives you crystal powder. And there's some bioprocessing that also requires it. Just curious how far this leads. Grinding stones or crystal slurry again, okay. But yeah, I think this is what we want to be doing here. So we need a train coming in with this, unless we can make purified water locally. So water splits into saline water and purified water. And we can just get rid of the saline water if we need to. Or we could produce the sodium hydroxide here as well. Mix the aluminium with that for aluminium hydroxide. That's also a possibility. I mean, then we just replace exporting aluminium ore to exporting alumina, I guess, or just the aluminium hydroxide maybe. Do we need this for anything else? Nope. We do not. It just gives us that one recipe. So there's no reason to have this anywhere but in the production of this. We do need salt or elsewhere, but salt is just a byproduct of the saline water that we will get, so that's fine. We don't want to do this step because it requires carbon and there's no reason for us to bring that in. At least not yet. So I think that's worth considering. So we don't need to bring this in. We don't need to bring anything in, except for power, of course, and filters for the pollution. Exciting. Is that what we're going to do then? How many trains will we have leaving this station though? So we need to get rid of crushed stone. We need to either wash this and just get rid of it, or get it on a train. Maybe this is valuable for fluoride. I'm not sure. To start with, I think we just maybe store a little bit and then get rid of the rest, but maybe leave space for a train station for it. We just don't want it backing up and preventing everything from running. That's fine. So that is so far 3 outputs. We need to get train stations for 4, 5, 6, 7. So I didn't count the slag, but it's really the alumina we don't need to get rid of. Aluminium, sorry. The alumina comes up here. But then that is the 8th resource we need to get rid of. At some point, if we go all the way with the processing, though, we don't get slag, but we could just crush the slag into crushed stone if we want to. Isn't that what we're using most of it for anyway? It's just for concrete otherwise. Because then we're just using the crushed stone for slag slurry. And it's easy to handle just one resource than several. That looks and sounds correct to me. So yeah, let's just crush that. And then if we at some point don't get it anymore, then we just remove the crushing. And then we still need to get rid of the stone. So 8 resources we need to get rid of. Or put on trains, I mean. And a 9th train station for filters, both going in and out, if we wanted to reuse those somewhere central at least. And I think we did. I was looking into that at some point. We needed to bring coal for it, but then we found out that some of them will be lost. Just want to have a look at that. In any case, I think we need the 9th train for that stuff. Where are filters? These guys. So if we wanted to produce them locally, the ones we use, then we would need to bring in plastic, coal and steel. And that seems stupid. So I'd rather just bring these in, bring these out, or take them to somewhere somewhere central and process them, and then add more new ones to the train and bring them back in. That should be good. So that is just one train for all of the filtering. I think that's just 9 train stations just to process this. Oh well. Sounds about right. Now, how much stuff are we going to reserve to process it then? I'm just gonna put the station up here somewhere. Maybe we should set up the processing first, and then figure out where the stations are afterwards. At least that's one way to do it. And think we might end up over-engineering this first setup, but that's okay. We won't be needing full processing of all this aluminium, of course, but for now I think this is fine. Do we bring this directly into crushing? Let's start figuring this stuff out. Do we have any crushers? I don't think so. Nope. How do we want to do it? I'm not gonna start setting this up for a red belt because, again, we won't be needing that much of it, I don't think. It will, of course, supply us with some... What happened there? Why was it doing that? I'm not sure. We could, of course, need a lot of the iron and copper coming from it as well, but for now, let's just set it up so it can handle yellow belts. So crushing. And I guess we'll just handle each of the belts separately. So, crush Givolite gives 1.5 belts back. And that is fine. We're just gonna work our way out, I guess we are. Then when we have finished crushing, we could maybe bring it upwards, I'm not sure. Let's just start with this and not worry too much about that. How many of these machines will we need? It takes 1 second to handle 2 ore with a crafting speed of 1.5. So that's 3 ore per second. So we just need 5. Let's just go for 6 because I like even numbers. And of course we need to bring in a lot of ore, so we optimize a little bit. And we need to bring out even more, so we also optimize a bit here. Some of it we will just put on the far side, or far belt. This one will be... Can we balance these belts without adding even more inserts? I don't think so. So I think each of them should just put 1 ore onto each belt. So this one puts them on the near side of each belt. This one will put them on the far side. And then we can copy that a couple of times. So both of these belts should now be balanced. And none of them should be full. That's fine. So that should be all of the crushing of one belt, actually. I think we will just put this into a warehouse and sort it from there. And by sort I mean sort the stone from the crushed ore, not do the actual sorting. So is this just copy pastable for another line? Yep, it is exactly that. That's nice. Good. What are we doing with it after we have crushed it? We are going to... Wrong one. We're going to wash it, right? Yes, put it in flotation cells. Okay, do we have any of those with us? Probably not. And we can't make one, so we can't really... Well, it's not as easy to figure it out without having one. I guess we bring this plane back home now. And then just leave it there and take a train or a car back, maybe. I hadn't really thought about the train, but that makes sense. Should get those two repaired. Do we need to do any research? We can make slag out of water if we ever want to do that. We'll take mineralized water though. No, wait, purified water. And give us mineralized water. Oh, that's not something I want. Bronze? No, that's bronze melting 2. That's not necessary. Yet, at least. Geoprocessing, maybe? We're not really gonna use that yet. Maybe we want the specialized trains. Sure, let's actually work towards that. Unless we can't build them yet. We can build them, so... Are the locomotives as fast as normal locomotives? 259 kilometers per hour. 900 kilowatts acceleration. They are have more acceleration, but they're also heavier, right? Yeah, 50% more acceleration and 50% more weight. And the same speed. So I guess that would all be the same, except that the heavier trains should be a little more power hungry, I would guess. Because of the higher acceleration power. What's a smelting locomotive tender? Is it just another locomotive that looks a bit different? I guess it is. Oh, we can't get rid of any more right now. I would just like to make some space for more rail, because then we can get a little bit closer with the train. So we need flotation cells and more crushers and sorting facilities and rail. Okay, so it takes locomotives to put into these, so it's good that we have the locomotive production already. I guess I might have thought of that already. Can we make some more of these? Do we have any of those anywhere? What is this here for? Is it just my template? Maybe. Maybe we should make some more warehouses if we're going to do a lot with those. At the outpost, where are warehouses? Right here. Should we be using silos instead? How large are these? I don't know. Oh, we have even colored silos for each resource, I guess. But we really want it for sorting, so that doesn't make a lot of sense. Need more brick. Okie dokie. Anything else we can get rid of? Let's get rid of that. We might need more miners if we just want to put down a ton of them. We will also need some pipe at some point, but I don't think we will be getting everything ready in this run anyway, so let's not worry too much about that. Let's go with 2 stacks of those. Wait, what? Oh, we need stone and stone furnaces here for crushers. We have stone. Good. Good, good, good. Oh, I thought I was running around with stone furnaces, but I'm not. Good, that should be more crushers for us. Flotation cells, where are you? Probably all the way up here. Oh, also we actually have tier 2s. Should we be using those instead? Sure, why not? So I don't need these anyway. Then we might not need 6 of the crushers anyway. Flotation cells. Do we have flotation cells too? Nope. Wait. No, that's a leaching plant, okay. Sure, let's go for 10 of those. I get confused when I see Crusher 3, but it's just because there's a burner crusher as the first one, whereas we don't have sorters for our burner sorters. So we can put a lot of rail in here for now until we get to a train. I can put it in a wagon instead. Not sure if we need all of this, but whatever. So we researched this. It's a smelting locomotive, smelting wagon. Can you only put in stuff for smelting then? I guess smelting also includes ores, right? So a crawler construction trains. Yeah, I think I read that these just allows robots or something to use them. Not sure how that works, and I'm not really too interested in it, to be honest. So let's not worry about those. We also have a crawler car, or a cab, I guess. autonomous base. I just don't know exactly what that means. Maybe we should try just making one. I mean, we have everything for it. Undeploy charge, deploy charge, energy transfer port. Weird stuff. I'm not interested in, to be honest. Tank might be useful if we need to clear more. Maybe some train stopping power, braking force, whatever it's called. I just want a couple of stacks of these, please. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode, so thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.